Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks is starting in 2 minutes. You can listen to previous shows on demand with the Winning at Life app, the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, whatever. It's just the Winning at Life podcast. Now, that's different than the Ask Greg episodes sorted by topic. If you just want to hear recent shows on demand, like yesterday's show or the show.
Hey, y'all. You're listening to Winning at Life. Live financial news talk radio. I'm your host, Gregory Ricks. Welcome to the show. Next hour, we're going to talk about money. Even more importantly, we can take your calls. Biggest part of the show is the calls, and we've been doing this for 11 years. Most popular topic on call-ins is Social Security. So we like those questions as well. Here's the phone number to join the conversation. It's 504-2600-995. That's right, 504-2600-995. You can watch us over on Facebook Live. We're live streaming there right now. The Winning at Life app is a way to connect and become a part of the Winning at Life Nation. You can text, email, call the show, catch replay casts, and a lot more. So go ahead, download that, and connect with us.
So you had a Wine, Wisdom, and Food experience last night. I heard it was packed. Everything went well, I assume.
Oh, I had a great time. It went really port wine, kind of do as a group. And, you know, some people will like start early and maybe do it at the same time. It was like almost perfection last night. Everybody waited, and because I'm up front watching everybody and seeing do the taste, and then the taste of the chocolate dessert, then the port again. It was pretty fun.
Love it.
People were raving about the food over at Keith Young's Steakhouse, and great service. We appreciate what they did for us as well. A lot of excitement among the audience. I had a great time talking about income planning, investment planning, and tax planning. That was my 3 core topics yesterday evening. Regarding investment planning, I kind of went in a pretty good bit of information regarding the Invest 50/50 philosophy, how we blend 4 asset classes, how we position money to have less downside exposure in the future, even preparing for the Black Swan event to have things dialed back and adjusted, and how it follows momentum in the stock ETFs, bond ETFs, index linked, and tactical portions of the investment philosophy. So had a good time explaining that as well last night.
All right, so a lot going on there. You have a couple more events that are coming up Tuesday, October 26th, and Thursday, October 28th in Baton Rouge. This one's going to be at Sullivan's Steakhouse in Baton Rouge. Have we nailed down the menu and the wine selections and everything for that?
Yep.
That's excellent. So it's going to be same thing. You show up, you get a comment card. People write down their primary concern on a comment card, and it's completely anonymous. And just the normal process. This is going to be the first time it's in Baton Rouge, I guess.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty good. I've got a couple of example of comment cards. Here is one. Of course, they all ask, what's your primary concerns? Number 1, starving. Number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, you get what the number. I guess he was hungry.
Well, good food waiting.
Oh, yeah. About those events is we kind of serve the salad and a white wine just right out the gate there. So, yeah, you're not, if you come hungry, we'll kill that appetite to start with. The second comment he had, guaranteed return, put in parentheses, no such thing. But let's see.
Oh, you're reading the small print at the end?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's asking there, but he's looking for somewhat, yep. Okay, I see what it is, but somewhat stable, predictable. And you can have some guaranteed in the mix. Bonds have some yield, and some stock investments can have predictable yield. But what we like to do is when we blend all assets classes to create the higher probability of success. One way to talk about it is symmetrical, is asymmetrical investing. One example I give of our algorithm, an example of an algorithm is, say, using the 150 and use the S&P 500 as an example in that. And if it's below the 150-day moving average, then we would exit the S&P 500. So when it's above the 150-day moving average, we would be in the S&P 500. So if we took and look back at that, go back 20 years and take a look at that, what you're looking at is, if you were, first off, I'm going to give you the buy and hold numbers, and it's kind of $100,000 going in, and buy and hold would have averaged 11.27% over that period of time. The best year is 36 point. That's symmetrical investing, meaning your highs and your lows are going to show similar type numbers, both in the 30% range, one up and the others same amount in the opposite direction. But if we have where we can avoid the downturn, have an exit and have money back following momentum, if you took the moving average, for example, to do that, your average return over that same period of time would have been 14.16%. The best year, 32.31. The worst year, because what we've done is we're basically still getting the best out of it. However, the negatives there, and that's asymmetric investing. A lot of people aren't taught that or understand that, but that's what we want to do with blending the asset classes, using those really good returns, but we're shrinking the downside. So that's how we go and create, to answer his question there on the second part, is creating a predictable expectation. Or another way I'll say it, we've increased the probability of success, or the probability of disaster there. And what's really important about having something more stable, more predictable, meaning you've got more confidence that it can go long term by doing so. And that kind of handles his question there, looking at how we can blend those assets and keep the momentum going. Third, tax avoidance. And he's noted here, tax avoidance for a lump sum package. So he's obviously taking money, and lump sum package, if that's qualified money like IRA, 401k, or pension lump sum, see, that's qualified money. When you take distributions, it's going to be taxable distributions on that. Taxed as really have to run a report to see what are your margins, what are the opportunities further down the road. Forward there, is there any Roth opportunities? Which areas, if we're taking income, do we have some choices on areas that might be efficient there? Bigger part of that might be, where is there margin to take advantage of? And what you want to do, and look at different scenarios in the future where there might be some efficiencies other than just taking it out. And it could be a matter of timing on distributions as well. I think running an analysis like that is is the best way to go, so you have an idea of where you're headed from that standpoint. So that was a pretty good comment card there. Here's another one. Taxes on 401k withdrawals. How to minimize tax liability. Once again, I go back to that report, because one thing we want to look at is rules are changing. So in our report, we can even look at, with potentially tax laws changing, we can run those scenarios as well. And we can run some future scenarios, see how it impacts your margin, see how it impacts your tax brackets and all. This is a focus going forward. Once again, the three topics I really talk about at those income planning, investment planning, and tax efficiency right there. And the number one question that's asked still is, and here's a comment card there, will my money last if I retire now? And that was a question, but it's always along those topics right there. And people will ask it in different ways. If I retire next year, will I have enough money to last? Or will my money last? And that's the number one theme, number one topic in the questions. And I go back to creating tax efficiency creates less demand on your money. Creating a balance in your investments so you have the rotations working in your favor, not against you, because that's one reason to have those four asset classes, also to have tactical that also has a black swan exit, meaning it will go to cash. Heck, recently our modeling had 40% cash for a short period of time. And when you're taking income, volatility is what really destroys portfolios. But if you have more balance, more momentum going, it's also another way your money, once again, tax efficient with income.
I'm James Parker. We're Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks. Ask Gregory is a financial podcast from the guys who bring you Winning at Life with Gregory Ricks.
Questions and help you win with your money.
Find the Ask Heart Radio app, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
That's exactly what I needed to know. Simple information from good people.
Invest Wealth Management, LLC.
Parents, grandparents, relatives, and guardians, it's Dwayne Stein, your trusted mortgage advisor. Did you know your loved ones spend 26% of every earned dollar on rent? That's 10% more than homeowners. So I'm encouraging you to spread the word. With today's lowered rates and loan programs, homeownership is easier than ever. So let Mortgage Gumbo review homeownership options today. Visit snapsendandsave.com. It's that easy.
If you like money, you'll love the Winning at Life app. On the Winning at Life app, you can hear the Ask Gregory podcast, where you'll find episodes based on a financial topic. So if you're looking for help on a specific situation, there's a good chance you'll find it on the Ask Gregory podcast, including episodes on 401ks, taxes, stocks, Social Security, gold, and whether or not you should buy an RV. Hear the Ask Gregory podcast on the Winning at Life app, your wallet's favorite app.
Half of estate planning is having a plan put together for your loved ones when you pass away. The other half of estate planning when they pass away. Sometimes they have a great plan, but sometimes you need a little help. Don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me